BTS lovers, when a K-pop idol tattoos his body, the world shouldn't be shaking. But that's exactly what happened when Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, showed off his permanent tattoos to the public. What actually made the ink on Jungkook's skin a global issue, not just a fan discussion? Why can a small image on a South Korean singer's arm ignite moral, cultural, and even political debates across continents? The answer is far more complex and surprising than just an issue of body art. Jungkook is not an ordinary celebrity. He is part of BTS, a music group from South Korea that has broken into the global music market, shattered Billboard records, and even spoken at the UN. Every move they make, no matter how small, is observed by millions of eyes and interpreted through various cultural lenses. So when Jungkook openly displayed his tattoos, something once considered taboo in the South Korean entertainment world, the response came not only from ARMY, as BTS fans are called, but also from the media, cultural critics, politicians, and conservative groups. I end South Korea. Tattoos have a long history that is not always positive. In many contexts, tattoos are associated with crime, rebellion, or the underworld. Although tattoo trends have begun to shift gradually over the past 2 decades, the social stigma remains strong. Even today, tattoo artists in South Korea must operate in legal gray areas, as tattooing is only allowed to be performed by certified medical personnel. When Jungkook appeared with stylish tattoos on his arms, neck, and hands, he not only challenged aesthetic norms, but also opened up space for legal and ethical debate. What's more surprising is that global responses to Jungkook's tattoos are not uniform. In the West, many see it as a form of self-expression and personal maturity. But in East Asian countries like Japan, China, and parts of Southeast Asia, much of the public still views tattoos with suspicion. Some media called Jungkook's tattoos a silent rebellion against the system, while others saw it as the commercialization of Western values that clash with Eastern culture. Ironically, amid the ever-blurring lines of global culture, a piece of ink on Jungkook's skin could provoke sharp cultural friction. Furthermore, public reaction has been split. Yet, at the same time, many comments criticize Jungkook's move as inappropriate, setting a bad example or erasing Korea's original identity. Some even accused him of using BTS's international status to import harmful foreign values. These reactions reveal how narrow the space is that society allows for individual expression from public figures in Asia. But the reason why Jungkook's tattoo became a global issue isn't purely cultural. There are economic and political dimensions at play. BTS is a national asset of South Korea even before their military enlistment. The existence of BTS was often tied to cultural diplomacy and Korea's soft power. When Jungkook showed up with a bold look, some feared that South Korea's image in the world's eyes might be affected. The government never directly commented on the tattoos, but the ensuing public debate highlighted how Korea still maintains certain boundaries for its public figures, especially regarding bodily expression. Beyond that, some observers say Jungkook's tattoos have sparked wider debate about new masculinity in Asia. In the past, Korean men were expected to be neat, clean, and conform to conservative, patriarchal standards. Jungkook's actions flipped all of that. He chose a personal path, presenting an image of a man who is emotional, open, and unafraid to challenge the system. This resonated with younger generations, both in Korea and globally, who have long been trapped in narrow social expectations. This issue has also become a topic of discussion in academic forums, including in the study of pop culture and body sociology. Many professors and students have made Jungkook's tattoo phenomenon a case study in how celebrities function as symbolic battlegrounds for culture, identity, and power. Even some pop culture journals have discussed its impact on the redefinition of the K-pop idol image and how an artist's body becomes its own political space. In one interview, Jungkook once said that his tattoos are a part of himself, a reflection of his life journey, beliefs, and freedom as an individual. Though it may sound simple, this statement reflects a major transformation currently taking place in Asia's entertainment landscape, from collective conformity toward personal expression. And in the midst of that wave, Jungkook stands as a symbol of change, whether intentionally or not. So why has Jungkook's tattoo become a global issue? Because it's not just a tattoo. It is the intersection between tradition and modernity, between individual freedom and social control, between East and West, between art and politics. On Jungkook's body, the world sees more than just ink. It sees the reflection of a global identity conflict that continues to unfold in this era of openness, and perhaps that is the most surprising reason of all, that within a small image on skin, the world reads a message far greater than we ever imagined. But behind the camera spotlight and the wave of public opinion, one crucial question arises: is all of this real, or merely a grand scenario designed to spark controversy? Did Jungkook's tattoo truly become a global issue organically, or is this part of a clever play by the entertainment industry that knows exactly how to manage image and public opinion? In an era where algorithms move faster than reason, we must all ask, who is truly controlling this narrative? Information about Jungkook's tattoo doesn't just come from official media or press conferences. In fact, most of it originates from short videos on TikTok, spontaneous reactions on Twitter, speculative comments on YouTube, and image snippets circulating on Instagram. These platforms have become the main sources for opinion dissemination, but also, unfortunately, a fertile ground for visual manipulation and fact distortion. Have you ever asked yourself how accurate that video clip you saw really was? Are the viral photos authentic, or have they been edited to fit a certain narrative? In situations like this, skepticism is not cynicism, but intellectual vigilance. How can we be sure this narrative isn't just a new form of marketing strategy? Did Jungkook truly act spontaneously, or was there a management team crafting his every move to create shock effects and maintain global public attention? Let's reflect together. Why can the issue of a celebrity's tattoo go more viral than coverage of humanitarian conflicts, climate crises, or important political events? Does this show that our society has become more interested in individual dramatization than the far more urgent realities of the world? Is this a mirror of how the entertainment industry has successfully diverted our collective attention from pressing matters to issues that, while emotional, may not actually be that substantial? Further, have we as audiences become too reactive? Without realizing it, we often take sides or attack based on incomplete snippets of information. We cheer or condemn simply by following the tide of popular comments. Yet, in many cases, truth is not found in the noise of opinions, but in the calmness of analysis. Ask yourself, is the information you've received about Jungkook's tattoo from reliable sources? Have you verified it through credible media? Or just reread Twitter threads and concluded them as facts? If this is truly a serious issue, why hasn't there been an official clarification from the related agency or from South Korean socio-cultural institutions? And if it's not serious, why have millions of people been so shaken by it? Perhaps this is exactly the power of a manufactured issue. It doesn't have to be entirely true, as long as it triggers public emotional engagement. We might be watching a grand narrative systematically constructed, not to inform, but to shape opinion.